Welcome everyone to Karmic Dynasty. This evening, I am here to begin a study session, a study group. This study group right here is a study and apply group. And mostly beginning this series, I think I must say is going to be about Bobby Hemmitt and his lectures, his presentations. A little backstory with me and this topic. I've studied Bobby Hemmitt for years. I've probably studied about 5-6 years. I've been aware of Bobby Hemmitt and been let me take that back. About that many years. Aleister Crowley, actually. I've been aware and studied him, aware and of study, probably 10, 11 years. So that's that much we're going to. So my intent is to come here each study evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and to have each session be about the same length that we're here with each other, okay? Now, as with Karmic Dynasty, as always, I'm gonna share how I came about this topic, and then we'll move on to some acknowledgements here. So I was time with self. I was working in my hair. I was with my hair I knew I was going to be with my hair for a few. So I usually what I do is when I'm chilling like that, I pull up some music and have a playlist going, but I didn't quite feel like listening to any music. So I said, let me pull up some Bobby Hemmitt. And because I just want to hear somebody talk. I just want to hear some talk, something neutral, something I don't gotta like put my antenna up too high. So I did. Now this video I'm going to share actually is in the link. It's in the description. So check the description. You can follow along, take the video, do what you wish with it. You've seen it, you can recap it, do what you want. But the video I'm covering today, and with the length of the video and the amount of notes plus exchanging notes with you all, we're going to probably be looking at this video for a few sessions. So you can study ahead, again, do what you like. The video's in the description below. It's called Bobby Hemmitt, Dreamland, Gateway to Other Worlds. And this is from the official Bobby Hemmitt archives. It is an excerpt. It is from June 27th, 1998. And what is that, Sirius? I'm gonna give credit to the wrong. Yeah, Times Media. So Sirius Cyrus Times Media, however is described, and that's the YouTube channel. And again, that information is in the description with the link to the video. Acknowledgements. So we are streaming on multiple platforms. If you would comment, like, share, subscribe, and definitely share the love, share yourself and your gratitude for and appreciation for the YouTube channel that you're already subscribed to. And go ahead and like the video for that channel and share it out, comment, like, subscribe, etc., etc., etc. All right. And special mention, I have prepared, and I have in my description also for the Emperor of Karmic Dynasty, Abdiel Ben Levi El. His YouTube channel is listed. You can watch his channel and contact him over there. Seba Khepra Ptah, his YouTube channel is in the description below. Check him out. What am I say? Michael Coles. Now, his information is in the link below also. Michael Coles, he has been on Karmic Dynasty plenty of times, and he has shared his Kemetic tarot set the Vela Aset edition, and I have that here with me today. We're going to, with Bobby Hemmitt, studying him, we are going to be looking into astrology and tarot specifically. And I have my reference materials here. We'll look at more at them later. They are Michael Cole's, is your contact for that. So this comes with the set and this as well. So if you're not familiar, go ahead and contact Michael Coles. His information's in the link, or stay tuned and watch as I have these cards out and share those. Also, when it comes to the astrology, Michael Coles has also been on the platform. His most recent appearance, he also, when Michael comes, he always does a giveaway. So he gave away this set, is the Introducing the Astrological Dice. Victoria Atkins is the author on here, and Michael Coles is a great deal part of this publication. And there's put the dice in here. So these are astrological dice, and we're going to look at those today as well. I have said I was going to do a broadcast just on this set, but I haven't yet. And in tying in with Bobby Hemmitt this evening, I had to bring them out since I was going to bring out the tarot. So I just figured I'd bring out everything that I have from Michael Coles thus far. And you can get your own. Stay tuned or contact Michael. L. Moore, special mention to L. Moore, the Universal Humanitarian. His information is in the description as well. And he is a great astrological link to the platform. So I appreciate him for the support that he's provided. And with that in mention and in mind, we're interested in a Vedic astrology teacher. Contact us at mkdtnt@gmail.com, which is my email. And or you want to, you can reach out to Elmore and give the information to him, whether you are a Vedic astrology teacher and or you want to refer one or you know one, just send us the contact information, and we appreciate you and your effort and your intent for getting us that teacher to us. All right, so we are moving forward here. Now, again, I am here to study, so I'm not come here with my own notes, and we're going to, of course, have notes and feedback during this video. So I appreciate everyone sharing. Let's see here. Is that all I want to share before we get started? Yes. Now, acknowledgements. Now, y'all know on Karmic Dynasty, my BFF is going to be here. And she is a moderator. Like with me, don't mess with her. Kai Creatress, K Croft is 99 on YouTube. I appreciate you being here, BFF. And Cody D. Martinez Jefferson. Hey there, Cody. He says, hey there again, Empress Joy. Enjoy his repetition to go from his Facebook page. Go check him out. Go check him out. Cody and I are coming up with a cooking class, like competition. So definitely stay tuned for more of me and Cody on that level. We're going to check y'all out later on that. Now, as for now, we are going along with our study group session. Now, I am going to be sharing the video. So let me go and bring it up. All right, and credits. Also, while the video is playing, I will be muted. I appreciate everybody for this. I will be taking notes from the comment section and sharing, and we will be building, as a lot of y'all like to use that term, building in here and moving forward. Now, here, because I'm gonna tell y'all. So let me run it back a little bit. So I mentioned that I have known of and studied Bobby Hemmitt. Bobby Hemmitt, I have, and Aleister Crowley. Aleister Crowley. For some time. And I was like, when I decided to go live, I'm like, wow, I'm not went live about Bobby Hemmitt yet. I mean, I have mentioned him, and I have my book list that I share at my events and lectures. I have an ongoing book list. Bobby Hemmitt and Brother Panic, I hear them, so I built this book list, and I hand it out at my events, my lectures, my tours, my showings, my pop-ups, and or I give it out online. I pass it over in a PDF form to people who's interested. Now, the trigger for all of this for me, I'm gonna take a slight other direction. The trigger for all of this for me, Bobby had mentioned Book of Law and a quote, and the way he quoted it was so strong, it just struck me like all in through here. And it was the conviction of kings. Compassion is the conviction of kings. And he went on to read more and more on it. And I was like, wow, what? And I went to go Gmail because I need that quote. I need to study that. I need to see it for myself. So that was the trigger to have me start taking notes. So before I start taking notes on this video, I was just listening for the book. I was just listening along in my hair. And when I hear a book title, I would pause the video, go look at it, go find it, and write it down. Now, right quick, I'm gonna share something with y'all when it comes to the moments of the videos that Bobby Hemmitt had recorded. A lot of times he will say, well, this book is out of publication for this reason. You won't be able to get this book for XYZ reason. And don't listen, don't pay attention to that. Y'all know the time of this era is different. And a lot of things are pulled out of archives and people republish and reproduce them and other things. So every book publication that Bobby Hemmitt in this video I'm sharing this evening, mentioned, oh, you won't be able to get this. The people died and they don't have the book in it, or the book cost too much. So nobody was buying it, so they stopped producing. Erase all that. Just hear the book publication, the title, the author, and record it. You can view it. You can view it. I have some of those publications here prepared, ready for screen share. And is that all I want to say? I think so. We're gonna get going. Yeah, but hold on. So how I came to want to share it is just like I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm here. I'm ready. Okay, so let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Play one tune. I did get a saxophone though in band, but I knew how to play all the songs off the radio. Didn't know how to read a damn note at the end of the year. White Hoe tried to flunk me, but she fucked up. I made a 70, and she had me like a 68. And I did the little math on it. My mama did the math and took that shit back up there and said, yup. So I got out of band. My mama said, you take that shit, that $500 horn back to the mugs. So but I knew how to play it all. We couldn't read a damn note. But then again, that's spiritual also, you know. Nothing. What we're going to deal with today is, so we won't miss it, we are dealing with the underground deities. The underground deities are the deities of the ancient Egyptian mystery system, which is called Osiris, is the god of the underworld. Your Yoruba deities are underworld deities. Your Vodun deities are underworld deities, and basically the African deities are underworld deities. Underworld deities are higher than what you call the heavenly deities. The heavenly deities are a substitution were just mining things for a little while, but they are our children. So we'll get into that science today, and the more and more we understand this, the more and more we take on our own godhood, that the kingdom that is coming and the kingdom that the white man fears is us. Is us. And as a matter of fact, the X-Files movie actually explained that type of information also too. So I'm gonna.
Okay, so y'all know how copyright stuff go. I'm going to fast forward this a little bit. I just wanted y'all to hear his intro. And right now he's about to speak on Book of Devils, Demons. I'm reading the caption. So let's go back to the video.
And they have started taking these old out-of-print books and reprinting them and putting their name on them. So therefore, there's a section at Barnes & Nobles on Peachtree. When you first walk in the door, the first couple of aisles, there's a bargain book section. They got a metaphysical section up in there too. So we're saying you get good hardback books for like $6, $5. At Barnes & Nobles, what they did is they literally started little brother and shit and run over his head with the damn lawnmower and shit, and then attribute it to a fucking book he read. You see, so basically, but they got, but the I'm just saying this based on a lot of the out of print books are coming there, are coming there, and you can get them in hardback. So, but other than that, you can order most of your stuff through Arrow. As far as the heavy, you see what I'm saying? Azazel was probably the little trickster clown, which was a form, the little clown you saw in Spawn, that was a form of a Legba. You see what I'm saying? The trickster.
All right, so in this Bobby Hemmitt video, he speaks a lot of the movie Spawn. He also speaks on the movie Highlander, and he references those a lot. Now, right now, he was speaking about the clown in Spawn.
The little clown was a form of Legba in the Spawn movie, which is out on video. You need to access. What's that, sister?
Okay, so he's mentioned a Legba. Now, for purposes of, if I know a little things, but you need a expert on a Legba, I suggest you contact Khepra Ptah. His contact information is in the description below, and he definitely can assist you with your inquiries on a Legba. Just a reference, just a reference.
Yeah, he's a form of Heru. Which book is that? Hebrew Myth? White Goddess, which is an excellent book. Also Robert Graves has a book called King Jesus, which is a mystical it's actually the mythology of Jesus. It was a mythology. The whole Jesus thing was a Christian mythology before they turned it into a religion. Just like the Hebrew thing was a mythology. So there's he also has one called Hebrew myths. So he has Greek myths, King Jesus, Hebrew myths, white goddess, and he also has one called Jason and the Argonauts, the Golden Fleece, which is out of print, very hard to get. But King Jesus is in print. Hebrew myths is probably going to be hard to get. But before this thing became a
Okay, now y'all know me. I gotta go. I didn't take note of Hebrew myths, so I gotta go see if that's available. Because, like I said, some of the publications he mentions. Yeah, Robert Graves is right here. Looks like you can get it from thrift books. Abe Books. Hold on, I'm not sharing screen. Yeah, so it's available. So go get you a copy. So just again, an example of, he'll mention some books. And again, when he had this video recording, the book may have not been available. It's available on eBay, Walmart, etc. It looks like it's also available on Amazon. So definitely check it out. We're gonna look at it right quick and see what they're saying about it. For those who may not, we want to look a little further into this book. It's by Robert Graves. He's the author. And hold on, we're not saving honey. That's my honey app trying to help me. Maybe later. Go away. Thank you. Looks like in Kindle. Okay. It's okay, and hardcover $6.86. Paperback is $15.33. I most time get paperback books. I swear I do. So either way, Hebrew Myths, the Book of Genesis, Robert Graves. And this is a scholarly approach to 61 stories from the Book of Genesis, following in the lucid format of Graves' canonical. What's that word? What's that word, y'all? I'm here, I'm not, okay. The Greek myths with the new introduction by author of Bibliotheca, Adam Lewis Green. It's an exhaustive study of 61 stories from the Old Testament and the Torah, as well as pre-biblical texts censored for centuries that nuance, extend, and complete the book of Genesis. Okay, let's see, transcend. So these scholars of Greco-Roman and Hebrew mythology transcend the Christian, biblical, and Judaic versions of these narratives in order to redefine myth. Myths are reconceived as dramatic stories that form a sacred charter. Is that charter? Charter, either authorizing the continuance or the alteration of religious beliefs. Authorized biblical texts are interpreted against the grain to expose folktales, apocryphal texts, midrashes, and other little-known documents that the Old Testament and the Torah exclude. Thus, the mythological component underlying the theological component is revealed. This is a useful companion to Graves' the Greek myths, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that is available. So definitely, you need it. Go check it out. Get you one. We're going over here again to this video.
So that's some stuff you also need to access. But I happened to find this, and I said, "Oh shit, I had to have it." The Devils and the Demons, complete book of Devils and Demons. So now, okay. Try to get in touch with Santee Press. I think that's the name of it, because they got 4 volumes of the Legends of Israel. Which, let's say, if the Bible might give you 2 or 3 paragraphs of a story, what you didn't realize that they got a whole damn chapter of the story that the Bible might give you 2 or 3 paragraphs of. In the Old Testament, there would be a whole chapter, 2 or 3 chapters of that story. So if you get in a damn paragraph or so, you understand what I'm saying? Just like well, let's see Exodus. Exodus will give you what, about 3 or 4 chapters of Exodus, maybe, split in half, all carved up. Whereas Exodus in the Hebrew mythology is damn near 1 book, big as the Bible. They got a whole book on Moses as big as the Bible in the Hebrew mythology, but the Bible might give you 3 or 4 pages. So obviously the reason why we can't really understand anything based on that is because we're not getting the whole story. We're getting deleted, the deleted types of we're getting deleted types of information. You see what I'm saying? Also There's whole stories of Solomon and whole stories. Take, for instance, when they went to go read the whole satanic thing, if you read the complete stories, especially in the book of Enoch, but if you get all of the myths put together, like in this Hebrew mythology, you're going to find out that there was another group of gods that had their side of the story too. But we're just getting one side of the actual story. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, we gotta access that particular book. It's called the Legends of Israel. The Legends of Israel, and it's put out by Santee Press. So what it is the problem is the reason why we can't get anywhere, because we're getting half stories. That's why the new motto of chaos magic is nothing is true, all is permitted. That's the theory of relativity. You see what I'm saying? Just depends on what angle you coming from. It can be a doggone truth. In the Zohar, which is the written Kabbalah, it says that a man can spend a whole lifetime trying to learn a quilt. And he can study every patch on the quilt, and that's called theology. But he don't realize that the quilt is just a layer, and if you pull back the quilt, you got a whole bed up under there. You see what I'm saying? So a whole bed. So this is the reason why we say that, and it's interesting here. It's interesting here because I've been getting this since I've been lecturing. People saying, well, I don't like to read all them books, talking shit about all them books. Well, it's interesting that the Azazel story, the reason why Azazel, and I'll go into the reason why Azazel was cast down, because he taught the man the art of reading. So if that shit was a privilege and an art, you understand what I'm saying? Then that means that you need to be doing a lot more. You see what I'm saying? But see, the cracker done produced a lot of entertainment. That's what your novels and all that bullshit. If a novel is not some esoteric science, you see what I'm saying? You don't need to be messing with it. You see, at this particular time, because we got too much information to get through. You see, too much information to get through. And I want to, I'll tell you this particular story. What happens, I've noticed this about white people, and it has nothing to do with the so-called underclass. I'm talking about the upward mobile.
All right, y'all. I need a few moments, and we're gonna let me right quick leave this on the screen, because Aleister Crowley is a part of this presentation today. And I honestly, it seems like I'm playing the wrong video. So, well, it isn't wrong, but it's not the one I intended to play. So, because I'm sitting here listening like, okay, this is interesting, but it doesn't sound like anything that I'm listening to. So I am right now going through these videos are totally different. So I found the video. There must be another part of it. There's not the section I want. Okay. So at this time, I'm about to share the correct video. This is part 4 of 7. So I need to note that. Goodness. It's important, huh? We need to be knowing this. Part 4 of 7. Let's go.
Right. In Ecclesiastes, coming back with the sword. It's on a greater level than what we think it is. I'm going into that in a few minutes. But I want to explain some other stuff to you. Agos Damien is Tahuti. Something is smoking like a mom. Huh? Oh, okay, shit. It's just coming across this light. I just want to know. Shit. I ain't want to put my hand down here and get electrocuted and shit. And then the shit get the armies of hell and unleash them on the world. And this asshole let some damn white boy come and damn fool his ass. You see what I'm saying? And I just want to know. And niggas will get the tape with some brews and when invite some motherfuckers over, watch the damn lecture, and wait till a nigga get electrocuted. Damn sure would. And you know that shit too. Just like that nigga that was shot, just like the shit on Menace to Society when he was shot the people, shot the Koreans or whatever, and was looking at the tape. Niggas would do that shit and say, man, we got Bobby Hemmitt on a damn tape. Got getting electrocuted. Okay. All right. So the Agos-Damian is Tahutic, and the Agos-Damian simply means this particular point up here, which is the melanin, which is also the melanin. So Spawn was supposed to get the armies of hell and unleash him on the world, and this asshole let some damn white boy come and damn fool his ass. You see what I'm saying? And fool him. Now, let's deal with some things here. The original devil was called Tiamat. Now, to access this, to let you know, first of all, let me get this book out here right now, because this is, whenever you find some shit like this was a find. I stole this. I was up to the damn counter, and the spirit said, man, just take that shit. So I cloaked and got invisible and walked out. But like I say, this is only a test. Don't you try this shit at home. You fuck around and be down in Fulton County on a nigga. You don't know what the hell you doing. You know. But this is called the Babylonian Genesis by Alexander Heidel. H-E-I-D-E-L. H-E-I-D-E-L. The Babylonian Genesis. In here, this is the actual papyrus translated University of Chicago. Them the people, the Oriental Institute. Them the people that do all the Egyptian stuff. So this is an actual papyrus translated from the Babylonian stuff. Now the Babylonian history is pre-monumental Egyptian history. Now, the only shit on earth is called Typhonianism or Draconianism. You heard me talk about that before, which is pre-monumental Kemetic. But the Egyptians came in and had a war, and they destroyed the Typhonian thing. And for the whole history of Kemet was this battle between the Typhonian, the earlier priesthood was suppressed. There was one entity that tried to revive that particular one in the last 26th dynasty, and all your shit from Jesus. We're going to get into that tonight. All the stuff from Jesus, we now know, was attributed to another man because we got his text. I'm going to go into the history of this. They don't have one. There is only one person that was supposed to be a great teacher that was supposed to come. That this Jesus is all around. This historical Jesus. There is a historical man, but he wasn't from Palestine. He was from the 26th dynasty in Egypt. And the reason why we know that because we only have one legitimate history of this particular person that coincides with history other than mythology.
All right, so y'all know I had to go look at the Babylonian Genesis, go look that up PDF. So I have that here. I'm just going to browse it right quick because this is a study group. And we just looking at this. I'm looking at this like we all right here at the table together. And I'm like, hold up. I got my laptop out like, hold on, Babylonian Genesis. And I'm like, BFF, do you know about that? And BFF response, and I'm about to go look it up. So this is me looking it up. Also, Bobby Hemmitt spoke on the Typhonianism, and I've studied that. I got things on that. But right now, what I'm doing, we're looking at the Babylonian Genesis, right? Because he mentioned papyrus and everything. So I gotta see. I love maps. There's a map in here of the ancient Near East. What's on here? All that stuff that they'll tell you that there's renamed something else right now. So anyone didn't catch the author's name and you're taking notes, here is the author's name. What we're looking at is the second edition, this publication work here. Okay. Peace, peace, peace over there. Family. Just watching a different Bobby Hemmitt, but okay. Moderators in here in this place. All right. And some of the moderators, they over there on their Facebook page supporting the platforms over there. But we in here. All right. Yeah, we was actually just watching a different Bobby Hemmitt video also because I was playing one other than the one I intended to play. So you own it. We just now getting started in this video I intended to share. And we're looking at one of the publications that Bobby Hemmitt has mentioned. So all I did was I typed in the Babylonian Genesis PDF and it came up. I am using this reference is from isac.uchicago.edu. I just pulled it up. I will save it and PDF it and all that stuff. I just wanted to browse it right quick and see what he's looking at as we're following along. And when I originally heard this the other day while I was in my hair, I didn't catch this publication. So this book, so I'm taking notes right now on this. The excavations, the preface says the excavations which during the last 100 years or more have been carried on in Egypt, Palestine, Babylonia, Assyria, and other lands of the ancient Orient have opened up vistas of history that were undreamed of before the archaeologist before the archaeologist with his spade appeared upon the scene. They have furnished us with a remarkable background for the Old Testament, and they have shown with singular clarity that the story of the ancient Hebrews, politically speaking, is but an episode in a gigantic drama in which such peoples as the Egyptians, Babylonians, and Assyrians played the chief roles, plural. They have shown that the Old Testament is not an isolated body of literature, but that it has so many parallels in the literature of the nations surrounding Israel that it is impossible to write a scientific history of the Hebrews or a scientific commentary on the Old Testament without at least a fair knowledge of the history and the literature of Israel's neighbors. So I'm in that there, and I want to see some pictures. I'm a visual person, so I'm looking for pictures. Many illustrations. Ooh, the Enuma Elish. Yes, that's an interest of mine. I love it. Discovery of the tablets, the publication of the material, and a summary of the story. Tiamat, he already mentioned Tiamat. I think he said Tiamat was a demon. I have a relationship with Tiamat. But hey, I have no problem being a daemon. I don't see any pictures yet. Look, little kid. Where's the pictures? God. We gonna see. I'm on page 43 of 176. When I see a picture, then we're gonna cut out. Right now, this is a study group. I'm studying quickly, swiftly for a picture. I probably passed. Y'all like what? While I use this time to look for a picture, y'all go get y'all PDF, y'all copy, save it, screenshot it, do something, and get a record so y'all got it. Oh, pictures. All right. The god Marduk. Yes, I was talking about Marduk and Tiamat yesterday with somebody. Yes. And we end up speaking on Scientology. Imagine that. Okay, so that's the page 1 of the first page I saw with the illustration. And so we're going to go back over here into the lecture because I said once I find a visual that I was going to go ahead and move along. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to move along here. Let's go.
We got this particular, so we're going to get into that in a few minutes. We got his sarcophagus in here, and we have his picture. So Understand this. The Typhonian, which is the oldest, because it didn't survive in Kemetic, because Kemetic kept destroying their records. The Typhonians or the Draconians. That particular information survived in Samaria as the equatorial Africans traveled out of Egypt, through Egypt into Mesopotamia. So it survived in Samaria, Babylonia, and on into Greece, which the Etruscans took in. So the Greek shit is old, although the Greece is younger than Egypt. This is all the Typhonia that travel all the way up into India. You see, pre-monumental Egyptians are Kemites. Now, in here, they talk about Tiamat. Tiamat is the original god that ruled the earth. She ruled the universe. Tiamat, after ruling the universe for, let's say, about a couple of billion years, she got tired. Her children were young. They had a great war in heaven that you hear that Lucifer cast down. They had a great war in heaven, and Tiamat and some of her partners, Mamu being one, which is the form of Awas, they were defeated. This is the Titan story, because it's Titans. The same story is Titans in Egypt, is Tiamat.
Okay, right quick. I must take a break. You know what I mean? Yes, he gets to talking about the Typhonians. I don't know if it's that specific. I don't know if it's specific. You say there it is. Yes, LOL. But I know he has another video because I did the whole family tree. Now I ain't gonna say the whole family tree, but I worked on the Typhonians family tree. Oh, it was so interesting. I could go get my Bobby Hemmitt and show y'all my notes, but we only gonna be here for just a little bit. And this video that I'm sharing is 1 hour and 3 minutes. So, and where we at in here? Since I got the correct video up, we're only 5, 6. We probably be 10 minutes into this video, and then we cutting out. So again, this is a series. We're gonna be looking at it into this lecture and some Bobby Hemmitt teachings and going over it together. And this is a space where we're sharing, and we're going to just share and build and work with each other on getting this information out. There is an overall this is video part 4 of 7 of this Bobby Hemmitt lecture, and the overall tone and message and lesson from this lecture video we're watching now, the importance of it is basically know who you are is what I got from this. What I basically, because this is groundbreaking, literally, I already have like a plan. I see how this is going to end at the end of this series, this study series we're on right now together. And we're warming up. We're not even into the part where I start taking notes yet. But basic summary is, because when he's going to get into Aleister Crowley, and with Aleister Crowley, of course, we'll be looking at magic. And the overall message with Bobby Hemmitt I'm getting at the end of this video is, don't be so caught up in distractions. Be aware of yourself enough to know who you are. That's the point. Don't concern yourself. Some would call it magic. Others would call it, I call it distractions. Some people call it fun. Magic, as Bobby Hemmitt says, is in us. There's a us and it's a them. He said it's in us. And I consider myself a us. Don't be distracted with fun things. Don't be distracted with setups and traps like the news and or so-called current events in your area or in the world, because they are simply distractions. And instead of getting caught up in the who, what, when, where, how of the world, you should be caught up into yourself. And then the phrase I'm using right now, caught up, I think of the Rapture from the church days. They got that song, Caught Up. And there's a whole rapture reference. So I definitely plan to, by the end of this series, just on this video alone, we're reviewing here, have my own analysis of this video in full, and even speaking on, then I'm gonna sum it up with a video called The Demolition of Earth. So I have a plan, y'all. I ain't just sitting here like, what Bobby talking about next? Ooh, let me catch a book or a picture, an image. I seriously got done with this. And when I got done with my notes, here go my notes, all my notes. When I got done with this, and then looking at this, and the book of law, and the equinox, and he was mentioning tarot, I'm like, wow, 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 wow. So yeah, I must share this with y'all, but I don't want to, ain't no buts. I'm not gonna come at y'all with a video talking about the demolition of Earth, and y'all like, what is she talking about? What Bobby Hemmitt video? The 3 magical books of Solomon, the Goetia. What's a Goetia? What's she talking about? What's sigils? What's a sigil? We just gonna look at some things, okay? So this is, I'm briefing it because we about to be out of here, but this is a brief, okay? Bobby Hemmitt in this video, if Michael is skipping ahead, I'm gonna skip ahead too, just a little bit further. And he's talking about the sigils here. I think he mentioned the 45th one, Marmar. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I'm going to my notes now. I was trying to keep I was gonna keep my notes closed till we got to that part of the video. But we basically right now we're gonna sit and talk right quick. We're gonna engage with each other. All right, y'all, and catch up, some catch up time. I don't know. Was it more and more? I guess I could look. I think it was the 54th Galatian. And he was talking about the number of legions that's within the symbol murmur. Yep, the 54th one, murmur. Where am I? 54. Okay, so we over here. Talking about this sigil right here. I'm up here. But this glare, y'all, this glare, and the fact this stuff is backwards. Okay, here we go. Murmur. I'm reading backwards. Okay, murmur. M-U-R, the 54th one. So coming up in the next session or two. So you can go ahead and read along and or study, because Bobby Hemmitt is going to be speaking on the lesser key. He's speaking, the lesser keys, and he defines what's lesser key and what's greater. And also with the, hold on, and the Shemham Foresh, he definitely speaks this word a lot. And this is the word he's saying, for those of y'all who don't know. Farash, tomato, this right, Shem. And Shem, as soon as he said Shem, I was like, Shemsu Set, Shemsu Haruz, my, what y'all call it? Somebody gonna want to slap me. My, what is, I'm gonna leave it alone. Shemsu Haruz, Shemsu Set, that kicked in, and then he's talking about Egypt. So I'm just putting together a little learning and teachings of the hieroglyphs, whatever that language is right now. I can't, y'all know, Medu Neter. Girl, okay. I was like, yeah, and Bobby Hemmitt goes in. So again, we're gonna piece by piece this. I don't have time for copyright claims. I don't have time for no madness. Right now, we're gonna leave Bobby up here. We're gonna take this. Y'all only came here a little bit. We're gonna warm up today and get y'all going. So this tarot sets. He also speaks on tarot. And I said I would show this right quick. So I'm gonna share this with y'all. Because I'm gonna have this in our study group. If you have yours, get it out. You was at Karmic Dynasty one day and you got a free one, get yours out. Get your set out. And get it out, get it out. It's in pretty shiny. Get yours, get your set out. Okay, so we're gonna be looking at, you always mention always some of them. Oh yeah, the Shimsu rules, Shimsu sets, the followers of Shimsu. So we're gonna be looking at these, at the tarot cards, because Bobby was mentioning the major arcanas and the minor arcanas. And these are some things I'm working on learning this. Don't start, y'all. Don't start, y'all. Class is cutting up. That's why we can't never, that's what people say. That's why we can't never get none, can't get along, can't get none. Class in here cutting up. We just having a study group. The study group. Okay. Study group. Somebody work with me. How many major arcana is it? It was like 20 and 60 minor ones. The tarot. Somebody, y'all got me? I'm looking my notes. I'm in learning mode. Learning mode. I'm a student. I'm studying it. You don't get it. Getting it. You know what? As much as I like to Google some stuff, I could have had Googled the answer and had it already. And actually, it might be, yeah, it's right here in my lesser notes, my minor notes. I actually started out writing, and I got scratch paper sitting around, and I heard him talking about the 12 beasts, the zodiac, and the 12 demons, and all that stuff. So I just thought I was about to jot down some little notes. And major arcana is 22 in the tarot deck. 22 cards is the major arcana, and 56 of these are of the minor arcana. So, but then he started getting, I said, I need some paper for real. So then I went and got my blank note paper, and I end up with like how many pages I got? I'm in talking front and back on an hour video. One of my reference books, and that right there, I got 8 pages of notes, front and back. Kimberly Brooks from Facebook, peace, sissy, peace. You know what? You special to me. I don't even know if you know how much. I mean, I've been wanting to go in your inbox and tell you some stuff. I'm gonna have to hit your inbox up and talk to you. I appreciate you being around here on Karmic Dynasty again from the very beginning. You've been here with me. I appreciate you. I love you, sissy. I love you. And this lady right here, this sissy right here, she's always, y'all know appearance is everything. Outside looking in, but outside looking in. And then when I see her face and her smile, she got this glow. Y'all see that glow in the picture of her? Y'all see her glowing? She always just looks so peaceful, full of life. And that's how she comes off. She projects that out. And I love her for it. I love her for it because I have my days like and you know, we support each other at times we don't even know we're supporting each other. And to see her with her family, her royal family, just to know your status is so beautiful. To know who you are, which again, as I said, is the overall takeaway from this Bobby Hemmitt video. Definitely, always an honor. I'm honored, definitely. So that's long story short on that. These major and minor arcanas. So Bobby Hemmitt is going to be speaking on that. So get your tarot card set out. Be prepared. We're going to come and look at this together. The major arcanas and the minor arcanas, because however, these are more than cards. They represent more than cards. And that's what I found out from this Bobby Hemmitt video. So I want to say it's what I needed when I saw it. It's what I needed when I saw it. Sheba Batista, greetings to you, my sister. Y'all sister, the sisters is rolling through. I appreciate you. You've been here with me. You've been here with me. Speaking of being here with me, y'all about to have me take it back, way back. All right, so recently, YouTube has acknowledged my 400 videos, so I'm a little bit celebratory inside. 400 is big. It's big. It's big. I was like, wow, 400 videos. That's a lot. That's a lot. And it is. It is a lot of time, a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of me that I've shared out. And I appreciate to see y'all that are still here with me. It's a journey. And I love you all as always. And this studio thing is something else. It's something else. But definitely y'all get that together, the tarot set. And speaking again on my 400 video, I have been at that point was like, because I haven't seen much of me because I'm like, have other things going on in life as we all do. And I cannot, some people do. It seemed like a lot of their life is spent on social media. I cannot, I have think others like us, other things to do. So, and I really kind of to me was fading. I don't know if I would call it a break or a time to readjust. There was other things going on in my life, like the accident with the dump truck. It kind of hit me physically, and I'm still working with stuff on the left side of my body. Oh my dear. And I all the therapy and other stuff, and it's a lot. I'm not even about to go into that, but yeah, I had to. It made me sit back and be still. At a point where I was about to go into a big event and other things going on, which were postponed, but they actually came through how they were intended to be. And I'm glad to be here. I'm glad Karmic Dynasty has grown. I've been looking at myself. So if anything, YouTube had me stop and pause and look at myself. And I was just speaking to someone the other day about how you go back in my archives, or you was there actually, and you will see the video, the live just start. And nowadays you'll see me with an intro video I made myself. I learned how to make these intro videos. I just learned so much, picked up so much. I think it's been about 6 years of content, 400 videos later on YouTube. I definitely have more than that on Facebook. So if you want to see some for real Karmic Dynasty, more into my life, check me out on my Facebook page. Goodness, I just went there, didn't I? On a little rant, little journey with y'all. We here. Okay. Also, there now when this, we're gonna look at this right quick and we're gonna leave. This that's too dark. Can y'all see? Okay, we're gonna do this for the title's sake. Y'all see the title? Because I didn't read this. Some people's like, I know how to read. I know how to read. I hate doing people like that. So the dice here, you see that they're the planets, numbers, and the signs. So this is the zodiac, the signs. But y'all know this. Some of y'all know this. Some of y'all be like, what? So we're gonna look at this right quick. Okay, and the planets are here, and these are the numbers. So so when it comes to the astrology part of the Bobby Hemmitt, I'm going to be using this dice set to go into a further story study, and then I'll be bringing those results to you all. Okay, I was reading the preface. So yeah, there's the astrological dice, the houses. So the ones with the numbers represents the houses in the astrology, and the planets and the signs. So that's what we'll be doing with that. So I'll be in here, and I will be on astrology, and the humanitarian, the universal humanitarian himself will roll through here. El Moore, fam, what's up? Peace. He's speaking from his YouTube channel. I already mentioned you. So y'all was here in the beginning of this video. You heard me reference El Moore, and we are looking for a Vedic astrologer teacher. So contact us. Here go his information here. Contact him. Contact me. Contact we. We here. We here. Okay, so the video today, again, we warming up. I'm here with Michael Phoenix, just helped me open up the door. We here as a study group for Bobby Hemmitt lessons. I definitely have been studying for some time, and this is well, I ain't gonna say this the first time, but yeah, it's the first time I thought of bring it to the platform. And actually, probably, I don't know where my mind was at. It don't matter. I'm here now. I'm here now. I'm here now. All right, y'all. So we're gonna be looking into that. And again, if you like, oh, I want the dice, I want the dice, I want the dice. Let's see. I'll probably put them in here. Then you can talk to Michael Cole and get you a set. Okay. Whoop. Okay. Michael Coles, get you a set. They had to move, just like them tarot cards be moving. All right, get you a pair, get you a set. I said a pair, get you a set. All right, so again, I just wanted to come here and give y'all a summary of what this series is about. We're gonna come back next time. Everybody's gonna be prepared. Y'all gonna have your notebooks, your paper, your pen, at least the knowledge that we gonna be here, and you can just listen, tune in, or say the video for later and check it in your own personal time and check it out. That'd be great. I appreciate everyone who's here, who's speaking out loud, because there are people who are watching, will watch. I appreciate you all coming through. Definitely shout out to the Tribe Up 777999 YouTube channel, the Emperor of Karmic Dynasty, Abdiel Ben Levi El, that's his channel, and the Khepra Ptah platforms where we are streaming to. I appreciate all of you who are watching from those other platforms. People who will come in, of course, and just somehow happen upon this video. We all appreciate you being here from the Karmic Dynasty. We are now, is that all I wanted to share before I go? I'll close out. Y'all good? We ready to go? We ready to go. All right. So from the Karmic Dynasty, we appreciate you being here. And I need to schedule this out. I'll come back because I have this Saturday and Sunday I got and my broadcast presentation is going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's scheduled. Okay, so we're gonna come back probably early next week and continue on with part 2 of this series, Bobby Hemmitt and Aleister Crowley, Study and Apply series. We're gonna be back with part 2. All right, y'all. Thank you, all of you, for your time. See you next time.